So what I'm gonna do is switch gears to making sprites for Pokemon Infinite Fusion. So I only have like 40 minutes left in the stream because I got a little carried away with Minecraft. Oh, but not Photoshop. And there's a sprite that actually technically 4 sprites that I want to make. And that is, where did I put them? Aegis Slash. Oh, I need to get a Doublade sprite. Aegis Slash and Pidgeotto. Oh, it didn't open. Pidgeotto. So let me. I need to get Doublade. Actually, let me check to make sure it's not been done. Okay, it has not been done. Pidgeotto / Doublade. So I do need that. Doublade. I thought I already downloaded it though, but I guess I didn't. Okay. Now, if we look at, there's Pidgeotto / Honedge, which looks like this. So I kind of have to follow that kind of style, I think, for Doublade. I need to credit where credit is due. These are both, they're different colors. Okay, yeah. Get rid of that one. Replace it with this. Alright. So, let's get that in here. I'll start with Pidgeotto / Doublade, because it's second stage on both. And I'm going to look at what McBroccoli did just as a reference. So I kind of made it like a Bowie knife kind of thing. So now Honedge looks different from Doublade well, that Hone Edge. It's a simpler sword. Doublade is the same, it just has different quillons. So this is supposed to be Pidgeotto's head on Doublade's body. So let's shrink this. Nearest neighbor. So the eye will have to change to white. So first thing I'm going to do is change all the colors. The eye has to change to white to match Pidgeotto's eye. Oh, that didn't work. Did it again. I do that every time. It seems like that actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, of course, it's not final. And actually, it should be like the angry eye, you know? So, if anything, the lid should be over it, like this. You know, like there's like a not happy look about it. But for now, we're going to stick with that. It would make sense for this part right here, this whole ribbon, to be the tail. So we're gonna take this. Let's see. There's four. First things first. This is gonna get filled in like that, and actually, it's gonna get erased altogether. But I just wanted it out of my face. it's actually going to be like this. I have such a bad habit of doing that. Alright. Okay, but what I'm going to do is just going to divide it like that. There we go. And then this will be darker, the darker color, all the way down. I guess it'll meet there, where it will brighten to that. But there is the yellow, so there has to be a yellow section right here, and that I can fill in properly. And there is a division between the two that is this color. So we're going to do that. This, this will extend out like that. Now, there's only four, so I could make it flare out into the actual arrangement. Also is that junction between the two. Like that. So that would have to be that way. Tricky thing is that it narrows so tightly that it's hard to make. I guess I can only do 3. This is something I can do non-contiguous. All that color should be the same, except this should be this shade. Alright, so that looks alright. I'll have to refine it. Oof. That's not what I was looking for. That is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that has to be, these two can be the same. This has to be this. That works better. Okay. And then these colors need to match. No, yeah. It is a brighter shade. Eesh. It doesn't look right. It should have the Pidgeotto colors. Wait a second, this is the same shade. Okay, that's why it looked weird. So I guess this and that. That looks really lame. It should be more dramatic. The red should be black, like the actual outline of the eye. This is a real toughie, but I am up to the challenge because the most recent thing that I made. This is the most recent thing that I made. It was challenging, but I think I can definitely make this work. I might not need I don't know, but the scabbards are wrapped around it. Let me look at other possible bases for Doublade. So it might be best to use a different one. Like that one. This one is more traditional. at some more reference material. I want to keep this. Pidgeotto, why does your coloring have to be so weird? I mean, I could. Also, I have to integrate the frickin' head into it. This helps a bit. It can't just be a recolored let me I kind of want to start over here. Let me start over. Try this again. Because this is unique, and I could easily extend it. I'll keep the swirly. I think keeping the swirly is important because that's what this did. So I think I'm going to take a page out of this and do a similar thing, but add a fifth finger, quote unquote finger, to replicate this, and I might make it jagged just like Pidgeotto. So I'm gonna do that. So that adds a fifth finger pretty elegantly. Shading. Okay. So then this right here, merge down. This can be brown. Maybe not all of it. That can be brown. This can be dark brown. Maybe I should. Let's just see what happens when I don't make it contiguous. Okay. So far so good. And we need an interstitial color. Ew. Ew, David. What about this? That works. No, it doesn't. Hello. Reset. So it needs to be midway like that, maybe? Maybe. And we'll need a dark brown there. But it'll of course change, so this contiguous, make that red. This will be yellow. This can be red with dark. Make that just simple, just like that. Put darker red between them. That. Do the same here. Take this, put that there. Put that there. Boom. And then this can be contiguous that way. Put that like that. Have a little bit of adjustments. There we go. That looks pretty good. And actually what I can do here is make that red and this one yellow. Maybe darker yellow. So that way, because those are the fingers of the... I can refine that a little bit so it doesn't look quite as jarring. Yeah, that looks pretty rough. Might need to be a phase between them. So let's do that. That's going to require a little bit of finagling. It's not quite good. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. I will put this new color here though to set it out, set it apart. This should be this color, I think, right here. That makes sense. Maybe like that. Just to add a little depth to it. That's the same color. There we go. That adds a little bit of depth. Alright. So far so good. This can probably be more like that. And once we get to this, and then there's shading there. Okay. That looks good. Okay. I'm happy with that. I will erase this little dipple. Alright. So the coloring looks good. Looks really good actually. Except I need to make let's whoop. The tricky thing now is getting the head on Doublade. This could be the comb. So I could just take these colors go whoop like that. Just fill that in. Oof, no. Yeah, this takes this is gonna take a little finesse. That's a different shade. That's not dark enough. This needs to be the shade. Alright, that looks good. So then the rest of this could be the actual head. So they do it. That's the beak. So, kind of like this. Ooh. I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. Alright. Get that. That's the most important feature. I'll have to outline it. Okay. Yeah, that lines up pretty nicely. Yeah, that lines up very nicely. So take this shade, put it there. There we go. And then just erase this. Like that. Make it like a scimitar blade, and I can replicate it on the other side. It was coming along. Okay. So it should curve away like that. Should be a scimitar kind of thing, because that would match the comb on its head. So it had to be done. It's gonna be a Skyrim scimitar. What if it was a Relics of Hyrule scimitar? Wait a second. No one will know this but me. Is it Gerudo weapons? Yeah. Gerudo scimitar. There we go. Don't want it to be too long. That looks good. There. So now I can just go, and screen. Welcome to the stream. I've been doing all right. I've been doing good. Yeah, it's been. Our power went out early August. For 3.5 days, there was a storm, and it was really rough, but we got through it, and I got as you can see, I got into Pokemon Infinite Fusion, which is why I'm doing this. But other than that, I have been doing well. Once I finish the blade on here, yeah, it was ridiculous. Suddenly out of nowhere it says tornado warning, and we're like, what? It came right out of the blue. We had no idea. So we had to go into the basement. And we had to, it was just really nerve-wracking. Okay. I'm gonna have to fill in the gaps on this. Never done taking like this is the first time I've taken a reference image like this and integrated it into a Pokemon sprite. So hopefully it works. So far so good. And then I'll fill this in up top. And that would be better. And I'm just going to fill in all of this with off-white. Oop. Okay. Alright, so now I can anything dark, just double check and make sure that it's one of two colors. Alright, good. So now I can take this, shade the edge, comme ça. And trace this edge. Like so. There. should be okay. I can refine it if I need to. And I do want to add a little sheen to it. But I can do that. In a moment. Just refine. That's good. That actually looks better. Just refine the integration. Okay. I have the white of the talons here. So I can actually do if I wanted to, I could do that, but to make it look extra shiny, that's something I'll have to figure out a little bit. Because of that doesn't quite fit. It would need to be a little more natural. Maybe I fill in that. No. It'd have to be the other side. This, I think, can be light gray. Maybe. No, it needs to be dark. What if I desaturate it and lighten it? Maybe. I'll have to refine that. But progress is being made. Yeah, there's some jaggedy spot. Important thing is that is pretty much done. Erase that. Erase. Oh no, don't erase that. Erase that bit. And reintegrate the colors over here. That's contiguous. And that. This, I think, is supposed to be. Oh, yeah. Okay. And remove that part of the blade. I will have to change the shading on this one because it's not the same as the other one. All right. That. Still more work to be done, but that looks good so far. I want to do something with the scabbards. So this is going to have to be a progress. Let me see here. Pidgeotto, Doublade. Doublade. 17,328. Alright. Progress is being made. It looks really good so far. Need to smooth out the curve a little bit, and refine some pixels over here, and then I'll fiddle with the scabbards a bit, and then the shading over here has to adjust. Actually, wait a second. This is, oh no. Maybe I should do it this way, like that, since it's on the right. Anyway. I kind of wung it. I've never done that before now, so I'm really glad with how it turned out. I want to shade it a little better. Like this one looks really good. I want to add some sort of gleam like that and like an edge. So I could probably add an edge to these, and I need to shade it. And I also kind of want this guy, before I move on, I think at this point I can flatten it. There we go. Yeah, I want that one looking. Yeah, that doesn't look that great. I'll have to play around with that a bit. That looks good. There we go, yeah. Alright. I could probably flatten this and save it as a PNG in progress. 17,328.png. These two actually, you know what? No. I'll put those in my own installation because I made them and I kind of like how they look. Alright. Alright, that's this, right? Yeah. Alright. That's enough of that. I think this is supposed to be a PSD. Let me check. Yeah, okay, good. Alright, well, that, unfortunately, is going to be the end of the stream. Yeah, see, I have to, like, every so often you encounter things in Pokemon Infinite Fusion that just, the auto sprite generator just makes it a mess. So that's why I'm making this one, because I actually do have a Pidgeotto Hone Edge, and it's going to become a Pidgeotto Doublade soon, and it's going to look terrible, so I'm making sure it doesn't. But that's going to be the end of the stream. So thanks everybody for watching. Next week on the 9th, I'll do another stream for Relics of Hyrule Development. So keep an eye on the Discord, and thank you for stopping by, and be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Have a good night.